Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a pumpkin pound cake with carob chips. I glazed this cake with a vanilla glaze and also topped it with sunflower seeds and kosher salt. You'll find all the ingredients you need for today's demo throughout the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to be notified of my uploads. So here in my bowl I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour. To the all-purpose flour, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. I have a teaspoon of salt. I have a teaspoon of ginger and nutmeg. And then I'm going to grate in some fresh cinnamon. I'm going to grate in approximately 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. So that's about 2 teaspoons of cinnamon there. I'm just going to whisk all those dry ingredients together. Then I'm going to set it aside. So in my bowl I have 1 cup of butter. That's 2 sticks of unsalted butter. I'm going to cream the 2 butters together. Keep in mind, if you're going to be using salted butter, just leave out the salt as a recipe. So I'm going to add 1 cup of white sugar and 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. You can use light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. The choice is yours. I'm just going to cream the 2 together until everything is light and fluffy. Takes about 6 to 8 minutes. And I'm going to do this on medium speed. So my butter and sugars have been going for 6 minutes. So now I'm going to add to this 5 eggs. I'm going to add them 1 yolk at a time. I'm going to beat them about 30 seconds after each addition. Also give your bowl a scrape in between adding the eggs. So now that I got all the eggs and the butter, sugars, all the cream together, I'm just going to give the bowl a scrape and then I'm going to run the machine again. So I'm going to add to this 2.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm using Bobba Gran's vanilla extract. It's really delicious, really beautiful vanilla flavor. Bobba Gran's, this is Mexican vanilla extract. You'll find the information for that in the description box under the video. Very fragrant. I love it so much. So after creaming all that together, I'm going to add 15 ounces of pumpkin puree. And this is plain pumpkin puree. This is not pumpkin pie filling. I'm using pumpkin puree because pumpkin pie filling it usually already has spices and things like that added to it. So you don't want to change the flavor of what you've already started here. As soon as I see the flour dissolve, I'm just going to add more flour. Okay, so my cake batter is thoroughly mixed together. I'm going to remove it from the machine and then we're going to get the bowl to scrape down. So I have something here. It's called carob chips, sweetened carob chips. And what these are a substitute to chocolate chips. And carob is a legume that grows in the Middle East. So if you're allergic to peanuts, you should stay away from these because they come from the same family. So you can find carob chips usually at your local health food stores, or you can check the description box and head over to Nut Stop and they have them there. So I used 1/2 cup of sweetened carob chips. If you can't find carob chips, just use chocolate chips. I'm not going to use a bunch just to give the cake a little something special, but not where it's just overwhelming. So I have my butt pan that I buttered and flour, and I'm just going to fill my butt pan up halfway. And then the rest I can bake in a loaf pan. I have my bump pan halfway full. I'm just going to smooth the batter across the bottom here. And then I'm going to bake this in my preheated 325 degree Fahrenheit oven for 55 minutes to an hour. So it took 53 minutes for my pumpkin cake to finish baking. And I just took a toothpick, stuck it in, and it came out clean. Now you just have to check your cake. If your cake is still not done, just continue to bake it until it's done. So flip side the pan rather easily. And see, that's all the flour and butter that was on the bottom. So now I'm going to do a glaze. So my glaze here is going to be a couple of cups of powdered sugar. So there's 2 cups of icing sugar or confectioner sugar. And to that confectioner sugar, I'm going to add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I'm using the Mexican vanilla extract from Bobba Gran's. And then I have some warm milk. So I'm going to add the milk like 2 tablespoons at a time. It's really not going to take much milk at all, but you want it to be very thick but still pourable. So I'm going to add like just a half a teaspoon more of milk. And just keep mixing. I'm going to add a little bit more. It doesn't really take much milk, so that's why I'm just sort of drizzling it in. Now if you get it too runny, just add more powdered sugar to thicken it up. So I'm just going to mix it so it's smooth. Okay, so it's very pourable. It's very smooth. So I have my cake here on a wire rack. And I have a pan under it to catch it. So I'm going to drizzle the glaze over the cake. The cake is completely cool. You don't want to do this while your cake is hot. So I'm just going to really just drizzle it all over. And you can really smell that Mexican vanilla. I just really love the smell of it. Smells really amazing. Now this will harden as it sits, but I really advise that your cake is really cooled completely. I let this cake cool for about 4 hours. Now for the final, I'm going to be using some sunflower seeds that I have here from that stock. These are roasted unsalted sunflower seeds. I'm just gonna lightly just sort of sprinkle it over sea salt. Let me just use a little bit of kosher salt. You need to have that saltiness that you expect with the sunflower seeds. So just a little bit of salt just to balance it out. So here is the beautiful pumpkin pound cake. I'm gonna slice a big piece so you guys can see how moist the inside is. Look at that. Extremely beautiful, moist crumb. So here is the beautiful pumpkin pound cake. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a taste. It's so, look at that beautiful, soft, moist crumb. It's so light. Beautiful flavor. It melts in your mouth. The saltiness with the sunflower seeds on the outside. Really good. So, please add this video to your playlist. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And please, please, please remember to live and be well. Let's come together and love each other. Thank you for watching and supporting.